Hi, I'm just getting myself organized here. I think this has begun. Um, yep, we're on. So, I'm sorry, I'm still trying to learn how to do some of this stuff. It's been too long since I did it before. Okay, so stop fooling around and let's get to it. Hi. So, the feelings that sometimes trigger us are coming from good things. Or I should say, the perceptions that sometimes trigger us are coming from good things. I want to share with you in this video how I tap to get some of the good stuff and to understand better how that good stuff was triggering something in me. So my intention is to do these on a weekly basis, every Fridays, and my purpose is to open a new channel to share being better, and whether that's feeling better or doing better things or just thinking and talking about things in a better way. We'll see how this develops for us. Also, feel free to let me know if there's any thoughts or comments as we go along. I'll be watching the comments. And ask questions or let me know what you like and don't like. So I was supposed to focus today on doing post-traumatic stress assessment in the time of COVID-19. That's what I'd said on my blog. And I want to be very specific about this in a very small piece that we sometimes miss, which is it had to do with my problem with accepting a really great honor that has come to me. When I was told that I was to receive the National Association of Social Workers California Chapter's Lifetime Achievement Award for this year, I had mixed feelings. I was clearly pleased that this had been put together and I'd been nominated and selected, but there was also some sense of I felt a bit confused about, I'm not sure, and feeling a little unsteady about it. So, it's strange because I knew this acknowledgement of my work was a good thing. I knew in the top of my brain, but something didn't feel right. So what was going on in the bottom of the brain, what was going on in my body, I wasn't even really fully aware of what was going on until I started paying attention to some other clues. The other clues were things like that I wasn't taking this in fully. I was unusually shy about sharing this news with the people. I wasn't sensing the joy that I saw in other people's faces as I shared it. That reflection was there in them, but I wasn't feeling it in me. And I couldn't seem to find the time to write my acceptance speech. Yeah, any excuse was good enough not to do it. So this avoidant behavior was probably the clue that said to me something was not right in the bottom of my brain. And I was not allowing myself to feel good about taking this in. So I finally got to doing some tapping when time was getting short. So I think what was going on was this first time nature of the event. So I'd never won an honor like this before or been granted an honor like this before. And so I was really uncertain about it. And the lack of certainty about what it means in my life, about how others will see me, my expectation for myself, the expectations of others as I move forward, all of this was uncertain because I'd never experienced it. Even though I knew in the top of my brain it was good, I still wasn't feeling it. So I think, again, what was going on is that this uncertainty had triggered into my youngest parts of me, my earliest learning about things, some worry about what happens when nobody can tell you what will come next. So, and I think what that did is triggered some apprehension, some anxiety about it. So, focusing on my bodily sensations, I tap for anxiety. Now, could have tapped for something else, but I had a lucky guess, and then I confirmed it with some muscle testing. So I tapped, and it only took me really one time through, and man, what a change! So here I am today talking about it here and now, and I'm talking about it everywhere. And the speech is almost done, which is about the way I work. I'm feeling good about where it's at. And most importantly, I'm feeling a great amount of joy. I'm feeling good about the whole thing. So it's just wonderful to suddenly clear that trigger and be able to be in this moment and to really feel the goodness of it. So, I guess what the lesson in this for me, and maybe I hope to remind you, is when you're assessing people for your own or others' post-traumatic stress triggers that are triggering people or setting them into a negative space or less than optimal space, that you have to look for events that are sometimes safe and positive as we know them today, as well as the dangerous and negative perceptions. So in this time of COVID, I think that we are experiencing triggers, situations, conditions, perceptions in a different way. And some of those are very good as we look at how well we're loving one another, caring for one another, and getting through this difficult period. But that uncertainty of what will come next is just not the fear of the disease itself and the dangerous negative consequences of it, but just something in ourselves that get in the way of being fully in the moment and appreciating how we are caring for one another at this time. So anyway, I hope that this is useful. I want to hear more about you in terms of what would be useful to you, what would be helpful. You can find me on here on Facebook, or you can email me at rlbray@rlbray.com, or just Google Robert L. Bray, and you'll find me all over the place with lots of videos on tapping and such things. I have some videos here on tapping and Facebook on tapping also. So before I leave, I'm going to review tapping for anxiety, so stick around if you want or need to do some TFT. So just think about what you're feeling in your body. If you feel some anxiety anywhere, rate it 0 to 10. How bad is it? And then we're just going to start by tapping on the side of the hand. It's a correction for psychological reversal, and we don't have to do it if you don't need it, but if you do need it, you have to have it. So we just throw it in. Same thing under the nose. And then you're going to tap under the eye, right on the orbital bone, about 15 times. Tap firmly, but never enough to hurt yourself. And then tap under the arm, 4 inches down from the armpit, right on the ribs there, and then tap under the collarbone. Come to the crook of the neck there, and go down an inch or so and over an inch or so on either side and tap there. And then we're going to do the 9 gamut series, tapping on the back of the hand between 2 small knuckles, about a half an inch towards your wrist. Keep tapping while you close your eyes for a moment. Open your eyes. Look down left. Look down right. Whirl your eyes in a big circle. Whirl your eyes the other way. Hum. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hum again. And then we're going to repeat the tapping under the eye, under the arm, under the collarbone. And then just notice what you feel. And rate, if you rated it before, rate it again. See where you're at. If it's gone away, or it's down to a 1 or 2, do the floor to ceiling eye roll. Tapping here. Drop your eyes to the floor. Roll your eyes up slowly while you keep tapping, and let your eyes go all the way up into the top of your head. And if you're still up there with some numbers, try it again a couple more times. If that doesn't work, it just means you need a different tapping pattern, and there's lots more help. So good luck to you, and I hope to talk to you again next week about this time. Bye-bye.